The final piece of today's presentation is going to be on something you guys may already be familiar with, and that's NFB Newsline. Okay? NFB Newsline, right? So the NFB Newsline is a service, a free service that's available to people with print disabilities. And what it does is it gives you many, many ways to access news. So one of the ways that you can access news with NFB Newsline is through your Victor Stream or through your Bookport Plus or BookSense or
Braille Sense
or any kind of
M's
Daisy playing
Yeah.
device.
Yes.
So if it plays Daisy, it probably will play NFB Newsline. The thing to note, though, is that with many of those, although this is changing now with the addition of Wi-Fi or wireless connectivity on all of these products, with the ones that don't have wireless connectivity, you would have to connect to a computer to download the apps or the updated articles and things like that. But with the ones with Wi-Fi, I think they update automatically. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as there's a Wi-Fi network
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I said before, I'm showing this on the iPhone because it's
New notification from Words Free. Words Free. Thanks for playing. Calendar. Photos.
sorry.
Is it available on the iPhone?
Which?
Yes.
yes,
Again,
absolutely.
this was I don't know how long ago it became available on the iPhone, and I don't know if it's available on Android. And that's, again, this is kind of the I guess something that there is to consider when making a purchase of which cell phone you're buying. Like what has the most stuff for me, or what has the most things that are available for me to participate with and to work with. So I leave that to your discretion. But with NFB Newsline, you have to fill out an application and it gets approved. It took my application, I think, under 24 hours to get approved and back to me with
An approval or
with a
user ID and
login name and
credentials, yeah.
password, and I was able to access it pretty much automatically. And then I downloaded the app to my iPhone. I plugged in my little username and password, and I'm up and running. So let's find it, and we'll see how it works.
Photos.
And while Gus does that, I just wanted to say,
Page 4 of 5. Grubhub. Page 5. Papasenga. Chase. NFB Newsline.
it's free, yes.
This is free. It's a free service in any format. So whether you're looking at it on your computer or on your Daisy device or your iPhone or the telephone, which I'll show
Yes.
shortly, you can access it for free.
And being a member or a patron of the National Library Services is what they're going, that's like proof that you have a print disability. That's what they're looking for. So,
NFB Newsline. NFB Newsline Mobile. Heading. Publications. Button. TV listings. Button. Welcome. Constantinos Chiltius. Tap here to read about Director of NFB Newsline.
Oh, and this also has somewhere over three or so
God.
hundred publications that are, I believe it's national. I don't think there's international stuff here, but we'll check that if we can.
Send an email with your NFB Newsline-iOS settings. Button. Subscriptions. Button.
So settings, obviously you can change the way that your app looks. Subscriptions, so I can subscribe to specific periodicals and newspapers, and it'll show up in my subscriptions list. So I'm going to open that up.
Subscription list. Home. Back button.
Okay, and very similar to how Rick navigated earlier on the website with JAWS by pressing the letter H by heading, I'm going to actually change my function or my navigation setting here to heading, and we're going to move through this list by headings.
Speech rate. Language. Characters. Words. Headings.
There we go. So I'm going to go down the list to see what publications I am subscribed to.
Subscription list. Head. Capital F. Heading. Capital H.
Okay,
Heading.
it's listed here alphabetical. So obviously the first letter here is F. That means I have no subscriptions that start with the letters A through E. So let's look at
Capital F. Heading. Family Circle 05/01/2.
Family Circle is a magazine.
Capital H.
H.
Huffington Post
Huffington
05/.
Post.
Capital L. Heading. Long Island Newsday 05/19/2000, capital N. Men's Journal 05, Men's Journals, capital N. New York Review of Books, New York Review of Books, New York Times 05/19/2, New York Times 05/21/2, New York Times 05/22/2.
So it gives me the last 3 days of a publication, which is kind of cool. So if I wanted to go to yesterday's New York Times, I could do that. If I wanted to go to today's, I could do that as well. So I'm going to just open, I want to go to the, I think, Newsday.
Capital N, heading, capital L, heading. Long Island Newsday 05/19, Long Island Newsday 05/22/2.
I'm going to double tap on that.
Home, back button.
And again, using my headings, I can go through the different settings here, the different options.
Heading not found. Long Island Newsday 05 to Long Island Newsday 05 22013 edition 1.
Oh,
View full paper.
wow.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's multiple editions too, which is kind of cool.
Business 3 articles.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
We have business,
Explore Lee 17 articles.
explore Long Island.
News 56 articles.
News is 56 article.
Opinion 4 articles. Sports 30 articles. Opinion
Let's
4
go to
articles.
opinion and see what these op-ed pieces are. There's 4 articles in here.
Opinion. Sections. Back button.
So again, this is separated by heading, right? So I'm going to just add, I'm going to flick down to go to each heading or each title of the article.
Opinion. Heading. America's duty to aid Oklahoma. Heading level 3.
It's 1,
Apple's Dodge shows why U.S. needs to fix tax code. Heading level 3.
boring,
Letters. Heading level 3.
letters.
Rocking the foundations of marriage. Heading level 3.
Okay, that sounds like it could be interesting.
Uh-oh.
Or potentially
Volatile.
offensive, yes. But I'll read it. We're going to flick down.
Rocking the foundations of marriage. The diminutive woman whose tax bill prompted a fight for same-sex rights. Lane Filler. Lane Filler is a member of Newsday's editorial board. It's hard to picture 83-year-old Edie Windsor destroying anything more formidable than a filet mignon. Honestly, I wouldn't think she'd be so rough on a steak if I hadn't actually seen her get up.
Right, and again, this is using standard. So when it's not violence against human beings, it's violence against states.
Boy.
You just can't get away from the violence
No,
of these newspapers.
stop them being sad.
But as you can see, I'm moving through the articles relatively easily. I can navigate through them, at my
Well,
whim, so to speak, right? And I can read at my pace or read the articles that I'm particularly interested in, because if I don't want to read the articles, then I don't have to. I don't have to go, and I don't have to wait for the entire article to finish so I can read the next one. What it does, what NFB does with the iOS app is it lists all the, let's say each section's articles will be on a single page. And it lists them on that page separated by headings. So the heading allows me to move from article to article with relative ease, and then if I want, I can flick into the article and read that particular piece before moving on. And again, it just makes life really easy. I can switch from newspaper to newspaper with
Sections. Back button.
back,
Home. Back button.
back.
Long Island Newsday 05. Long Island select capital M. Men's Journals. Capital N. New York Review of Book. New York Times 05/19/2.
New York Times, and here I am. I'm in
Back
the New York
button.
Times right now.
Classified 46 article. Editorial desk 9. Foreign desk magazine desk 7. Metropolitan Money and Business / National desk 8. Obituary 4 articles.
oh dear.
Let's see who died.
Obituary.
Sure, why not?
Sections. Back button. Obituary. Alexandra Epstein. William Gordon. Heading level 3.
No idea.
Christine White, 86.
No
Actress
idea.
Kenneth Walls. Foreign relations
No.
expert. Kenneth Love, 88. Times correspondent. Heading
Okay,
not
I'm
found.
happy it's nobody I know. But I got to check it relatively quickly. I didn't have to go through the whole thing.
Sections. Back button.
And another nice thing about NFB
Home.
Newsline
Back
is
button.
you can mail the articles that Gus is,
Right.
you can, just as you can with the Umano.
It's just a really easy interface. Again, you would have to know the key command, the hand gestures for using VoiceOver on your iOS device, but it really works really beautifully. And now that we've completely numbed you by talking about all the high-tech options and opportunities, I'm going to
NFB New.
move to what I really love about NFB is its versatility because it's available everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not yet on Android, and I apologize. I guess I wish that was the case, that it was available at this point. But you can look at this on your computer. You can look at this on your Daisy player. You can look at this on your iPhone. And if you don't have any of those, you can just call it in.
Yes.
And it's a free, toll-free number. And it's read by a synthetic speech. It's read by through synthetic speech, and it actually sounds pretty good. So let's do that.
Phone. For new. Phone recents. Tab. To. Eurifo. Edit. More in NFB. Outgoing.
Damn.
2 calls. NFB. Calling mobile.
Oh. I'm gonna hang up really quick. Okay.
Oh.
Before I go into it, I just want to say something that's really cool. So when I applied for my NFB Newsline account, I listed my phone numbers, like my home number and my cell phone and whatnot, right? So now, if I call from any of those numbers that I listed in that application, the NFB Newsline system automatically recognizes, as you will see, it will refer to me as Mr. Chalkias as soon as I dial into it. And I think that's a really nice feature. So you don't necessarily have to. You get an email confirming with all your login information and all that stuff, but if you don't have to remember all of that stuff if you're using a phone that's recognized by their system. So I'm just gonna do that.
Unknown. Eurifo. NFB.
There we go. Let's do that.
NFB. Calling mobile.
Yeah.
Welcome to NFB Newsline.
Para continuar en español, aprieta 2.
NFB Newsline is provided by the National Federation of the Blind along with state sponsors. To log in as Mr. Chalkias, press 1. To log in as a different subscriber, press 0.
1.
Welcome, Mr. Chalkias. Please select from the following options.
Thank you very
Main
much.
menu. To read NFB Newsline news and tutorials, press 1. To read your state's information channel, press 2. To read newspapers in your state, press 3. To enter your favorites list, press 4. To read newspapers in a different state, press 5. Please select from the following options. To select the Albany Times Union, press 1. To select the Associated Press National, press 2. To select the Associated Press New York, press 3. To select the Buffalo News, press 4. To select the Long Island Newsday, press 5. To select the New York Daily News, press 6. For the end of the list, press 7. To hear this list again, press 8. Please select from the following available issues. For the New York Daily News dated Wednesday, May 22nd, 2013, press 1. For the New York Daily News dated Tuesday, May 21st, 2013, press 2. Please select from the following sections. Baseball, press 10. Basketball, press 11. College sports, press 12.
see
Entertainment,
what they
press
did
13.
first.
Entertainment columns,
Entertainment?
press 14.
I'll do
Football,
entertainment.
press 15. Gossip, press 16.
Oh,
Health
gossip.
and well-being, press 17. High school.
3.
In entertainment, there are 46 articles in
Oh,
this section.
right.
Article 1, Key Dollar Highlander Parents Television Council report drinking stunt and MTV documentary
No
unable to
surprise.
hold their outrage any longer. The PTC criticized the pop singer for the scene from a reality show, which first came to light in February. By Janelle Lund / New York Daily News Wednesday, May 22nd, 2013, 3:23 p.m. A bunch of parents are tickling mad at
So
Key
there was
Dollar
gonna be
on
choices.
Tuesday in an episode of her
Got
MTV
right on
documentary
in.
My Crazy Beautiful Life. The disheveled pop star drank her own urine. The 26-year-old TikTok singer urinates into a plastic bottle while riding in a van with a few friends and takes a swig of her own bodily fluids after being told it had health benefits. Press the star key to exit help. Press any other key to learn about its function.
Pound. 9.
Pressing 9 raises the speaking speed.
There you go.
9. 6.
Pressing 6 moves to the next sentence.
Star.
Oh, the next sentence.
5.
Pressing 5 moves to the beginning of the current sentence.
0.
That's kind of neat.
7. 4.
Pressing 4 moves back 1 sentence.
2.
Pressing 2 moves back to the beginning of the article you are now reading.
There you go.
Pressing 3 moves to the next article.
Next article. 3.
Star.
So let's
The 26-year-old TikTok singer urinates into a plastic bottle while riding in a van with a few friends and takes a swig of her. Article 2. Man finds priceless copy of Action Comics #1 first Superman comic book hidden in walls of his house. Article 3. Harris Hilton signs to Cash Money Records to release sophomore album as socialites
Oh,
reported.
dear.
Article 4. Teen mom Sarah Abraham
Oh.
signs deal to star in her own reality show after sex tape sale after. Article 5. Billy Crystal to return to television in FX series The Comedian's Crystal
Oh, good lord. Okay. you guys get the gist of it, right? This is something that's totally controlled by using the buttons on your telephone. I was able to do this with my, my virtual keyboard here on my iPhone, but you can do it with any push button phone.
Any phone.
Don't try to do it with a rotary phone.
Oh.
I hope that nobody here has a rotary phone, but if you do,
Princess phone,
then
come on.
but it really gives you a lot of access, and like I said, it's a toll-free number that you call in. It logs you in automatically if it's a number that you've listed with your application, and then you get to access all these news articles. You can move relatively quickly through the headlines. So if you want, just press 3, move to the next. Press 3, move to the next, and you're good to go. You can. That's all synthetic speech, but it sounded pretty good to me.
Shall we have Rick give the number?
Sure. Yeah.
If you want to apply to Newsline, you can call directly to the NFB headquarters in Baltimore, which is 410-659-9314.
Wait. Could you repeat again?
Yes, the number to apply to Newsline, the NFB Newsline, is 410-659-9314.
Okay. And I guess that brings us to a close. Any questions on any of the products that I went over? Yes,
Yeah,
Ken.
For the last, you said it's available for the computer. Is available PC computer or iMac? Which one is available?
I think any web browser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be any web
Any web
browser.
browser.
So if like I'm using
Safari,
PC,
yeah.
not Safari. I'm using
Internet Firefox?
Firefox. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it should
is
be
it
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Any web
Any
browser, any
browser,
browser
yeah.
that you can bring up a
Chrome,
website, you
anything.
should be able to access the service. Yeah. Any other questions on any of the products that we've covered?
I think, and the thing about the Newsline is I think that you can, on the computer, you can either read it on the web or you
Yes.
can use, I think you can use some sort of voice on the computer. Is that correct?
I think it's just, to my knowledge, it's just using the voice that you use.
The screen reader.
The screen reader,
Okay.
whatever you're using, yeah.
Okay.
But you can also, again, you can also use your computer to download the
Yes.
articles to your DAISY-enabled device.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a special application that you can install,
Exactly.
and then every day
Yep.
you can start the application, and it will automatically load the
Subscriptions that you have.
the newspapers that you wish onto your DAISY player, and you can play it that way.
Now, Joe's 14 will be out now.
It's out
It's
now.
out. Oh, it's been out for a while.
It's out,
I
yeah.
think 15
It came
is
out
coming
in
soon.
November.
Yeah, I think 15 should
15's
be
coming
out.
in November
Oh,
already.
boy.
I mean, yeah. As
So
well.
there you have it, folks. We have a bunch of high-tech solutions, even some not-so-high-tech solutions for access points to the news and to media. And, we hope this information is helpful, and we hope that you enjoyed this evening. I just
Yeah.
want to thank you so much for coming,
Thank you.
Thank you.
and enjoy your summer. And we hope to see you back again in September when we start year 5 of the demo center.
You don't work in summertime?
No.
The
Not traditionally.
CCVIP does, we're open, but we're not having a demo center. The next one will be in September.
Okay.
We have classes, though.
We
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
We have a Word
We
class
don't
in
have
the summer.
vacation or anything.
We have an Outlook class coming up. If you're interested in Microsoft Outlook,
Yep.
give us a call and talk about registering.
Awesome. Okay, and so thank you so much for being here with us, and we look forward to seeing you guys again.
Yeah.
As you're walking out today, Lisa, say hi, Lisa.
What? She's out there saying hi.
Okay, so Lisa will have a CD with information about today's presentation that also contains information about all of our previous presentations that we've had since September of 2009.
Yep.
And last but not least, before my producer comes and pokes me, Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter,
Yes.
and what is it? Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Thrive, yes, and if you know any wealthy
Our Blog Talk
sisters-
Radio podcast.
Oh, and
And-
listen to
oh,
our Blog Talk,
right.
Blog Talk Radio podcast with our most awesome hostess, Sherry
Sherry Mizaki, yep.
She's our social media guru, our videographer extraordinaire, and our podcast hostess.
Yes.
And idea guru.
Idea generator.
Yes. So again, thank you so much. Have a good evening. Get home safe.
Yeah.
And
Enjoy the weather.
yes.
Yeah, sorry, I have like special for you question.
Okay.